Hey everyone, thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse. Let us see if we can make it to 29. We still have a ways to go, but you never really know. You never really know. So let me just grab the link and I'm gonna post it in a few different places. We're at 2870, so we're not that far away. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna stay up super late, so I don't know if we're gonna make it or not. But hey, guys, I mean, you know, since last night we've gone up about $100. So again, not much has changed. The weekly candle just looks ridiculous. 23.5%. It's not bad. I mean, look at the last 5 weeks. 23%, 3.5, 4.2, 3.6, 23.6. It's funny, 23 and 23, and then we had three sort of at 3.5, 4 4.2, and 3.5 again. So, I would say, I mean, obviously everyone wants a $2,900 Ethereum, but really everyone wants a $3,000 Ethereum, right? That's what everyone wants. So let's see if we make it. I mean, let's see if we make it. And the Ethereum Bitcoin valuation is, I mean, it has pulled back over the last several hours. But I mean, we've seen this type of stuff before. I mean, we actually had a pullback back in about 9 days ago. If you look at this pullback, Ethereum had about a 9% pullback against Bitcoin, and we just had another 9% Bitcoin or 9% pullback of the Ethereum Bitcoin valuation. So we have seen this before. I mean, we certainly have seen it before. So let's see if we can. I guess this would be the. I guess this is the 20-hour moving average, which seems like it might be a little interesting to look at. Looks like we're coming up to it right now. We're actually past it. So let's keep an eye on this because there's nothing. I don't think it's definitive yet that we can't keep moving up. I mean, obviously Bitcoin has gotten a little bit more bullish recently, and so that's given Ethereum some pause. Naturally, makes sense. Someone, President Khan says he came for some late night dubious speculation. Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, even if the Ethereum Bitcoin valuation just went to where it was yesterday, we'd be looking at a $3,000. We'd be looking at a $3,000 Ethereum. That's how much Bitcoin moved up. I mean, look at this. I mean, Bitcoin's up 8% in the last 24 hours. 8%. So Bitcoin's doing relatively well. And if we look at the hourly chart for okay, this is Ethereum. Let's go look at the hourly chart for Bitcoin. You can see that it's. I mean, yeah, it's had one hell of a day. Because yesterday it was as low as 52K, and today it's up to 58K. And if you look at the weekly chart, look at this one. So it makes me wonder, like, is this? I mean, we've more or less just been moving sideways for a couple months. I mean, I know that we lived through it and we were experiencing new all-time highs, but they were just very slight all-time highs. It sort of just seems like, we're just sort of moving sideways. It feels like we've been moving sideways for a couple months because it might not feel like it, but we were here. We hit this price February 15th for the first time, or the week of February 15th. So, I mean, legitimately 2.5 months ago, we were at this price, and we've moved down and then back up, and then down and then back up. But we've been here before. Okay, we've definitely been here before. This is not our first rodeo at $58,000. Probably won't be our last either. But Ethereum USD is now at 28.67. Let's look at the minute time frame and see what's going on. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but like I was watching the price of Ethereum like for most of the day. Did anyone else experience this? Because I was watching it, for most of the day, and then it was at like 27.60, 27.70. Wasn't really going anywhere. It was just kind of doing its thing, and then I reloaded. I reloaded the app. I saw like 28.30. I was like, what? When did that happen? When did 28.30 happen? I mean, I completely missed it breaking 2800, and I barely even looked away. I feel like I looked away for 5 minutes, and the price went up like $50. Um, Yeah, looks like it happened to a lot of people. They didn't really see it. It's actually interesting because the spread between Coinbase and Bitfinex is like $10, right? I've been seeing it even go above $10. So a pretty decent spread there. The dominance of Bitcoin is back below 50%. So we're very critical range, okay? And it shows you how finicky this market is. And it's always a reminder that Bitcoin can reclaim all bullishness from the market whenever it wants to. Okay, what did you see happen today? I mean, Bitcoin was going up like crazy, and Ethereum was really struggling to keep up. Ethereum wasn't doing anything while Bitcoin was moving up. So I mean, it's another reminder that Bitcoin is king. And at the end of the day, when Bitcoin moves up that quickly, it's going to be hard for anything to keep, or most anything, most of the larger caps. It'll be really hard for those cryptocurrencies to keep pace with it, for sure. So the dominance is actually slightly back below 50%, but it seems like this might be a fighting area. This has been where Bitcoin sort of held the line before. We actually got rejected at 50% once. So it seems like it could be an area that Bitcoin says, you know what, enough's enough, and put some altcoins back in their place. But for now, we're still pushing higher with Ethereum. Again, we're now at 28.69. The Ethereum Bitcoin valuation's at 0.0492. The local top for the Ethereum Bitcoin valuation's at 0.05189. So we're still below that valuation. In fact, in order for us to get back to that valuation, we would need to go up another 5 or 6%. The Ethereum Bitcoin valuation, we need to go up another 5 or 6% for us to get back to where we were yesterday. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. So definitely subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and check out the Telegram channel, which you can find a link to in the description below. And I'll post it for you guys. We have over 34,000 people. Remember, I will not message you first. So if you guys want to join it, check it out. I actually have a new Telegram group. Probably not going to be super active quite yet. It's called Into the NFT Verse. So if you guys are looking to learn about NFTs, maybe check that one out. But yeah, so what do you guys want to talk about? I mean, I'm just not really here to talk about anything super specific, other than to just sort of watch Ethereum and see if it can make a run at $2,800. I mean, that's why we're here. Sorry, not 2,900. I missed $2,800. $2,900. So that's why we're here. So we'll draw the line in the sand. That's our $2,900 mark. Let me draw. This will be okay. So that would be like, I'm not going to stay up super late, so I'm going to draw the house. I'm just going to draw the house 15 minutes out or 16 minutes out, and we'll see if we make it in that amount of time. I'm not super optimistic, but you never know. Sometimes Ethereum throws you curveballs, like going to 28, going up $50 in the span of like 5 minutes when you're not watching the price. All right. Someone says the Ethereum tsunami is too strong. Guys, I mean, I get that Ethereum's having upgrades this summer, and I know you guys. I got some I got some people saying, I made a video the other day showing that the 90-day ROI of Ethereum, if you buy in like June, July, and August, is not necessarily that great. That's the 90-day ROI. The 1 year ROI still looks pretty good usually, but the 90-day ROI is not that great. And a lot of people are like, well, what about the upgrades this summer? The problem is no matter how much the price of Ethereum pumps between now and the upgrades, people are still going to say that it should go up after the upgrades. A lot of times you see the exact opposite happen, right? It pumps in anticipation of these updates, but then when the updates actually happen, the price stops pumping because it was pumping in anticipation of it. So I'm not saying that it can't go up. I mean, I still say that. I mean, of course, it could go up in June, July, and August, or it would be like July, August, and September. Of course, it could, or maybe even a little bit later. It's just that historically it doesn't. Okay, it's not that it can't. It's just that historically it doesn't tend to. I don't really have any recommendations specifically for the if someone says NFT tokens. Can we get a 2-story house for 3K? Yeah, we'll do a two-story house. We'll do a 2-story house when Ethereum goes to 3K. Maybe a 3-story house when it goes to 5K. Glad you like the content, Tim. Articulate Design says, did you come to a decision on integrating some news articles into your videos? I've been thinking about it. Like, we'll see. I might do like one video a week on it. I don't know. I've started doing a couple. Like, we talked about Facebook. We talked about Tesla some. When do you think it'll get to 3K? I mean, obviously it depends on Bitcoin, but I mean, at this rate, it might not take that much longer. It would be somewhat disappointing if we didn't make it to 3K. I mean, we've come this far, we might as well keep on going, right? Realistic price prediction for Ethereum this cycle? I think there's a chance we make it to 10K, but I wouldn't be surprised if we stop shy of it. Um, yeah, I know we have some more merch coming. We have we'll do the what's a few trillion dollars among friends. I actually have another cool idea. I think some of you guys are gonna like it. What are my current thoughts on DOT? I think it's similar to ADA, right? I think a lot of these have just been an accumulation forever. You think 10K is realistic? I don't know. I mean, I think 7, 8K, 9K is realistic. I don't know, and if I hit it, if it hits it, I don't know how sustainable it'll be. Um, but maybe 10K, maybe. Any thoughts on Cardano Africa special? No. Do you think we'll ever see a bear market? I feel like there's so much talks about it getting ready for it that it becomes cause an artificial. I mean, of course we will have a bear market. It's not a matter of if we will have it. It's just a matter of when. All right, what other questions do we have? People are putting out 500K Ethereum predictions. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Anytime the price goes up, you have to up the price prediction a couple orders of magnitude to get the clicks, right? All right, we're still at 2863. Ether Bitcoin's dropped a little bit, 0.049. Bitcoin's still at 58.3. So again, not a whole lot's changed. How does staking work? Well, you can stake from your Daedalus wallet, the Yori wallet. I mean, if you have ADA and you want to stake, go to the ITC stake pool. We're approaching 20 million ADA staked. We're approaching 20 million ADA staked, which is kind of ridiculous if you think about it. And because we've only had it running for like 20 days, so we're averaging almost a million ADA staked per day almost. So it comes out to be approximately $27 million worth of ADA in that stake pool. Remember, the ADA does not leave your wallet, so that's the nice thing. And you can unstake whenever you want. Where is the ITC stake pool? It's on the Cardano network. It's for staking ADA. We're gonna have some more staking pools coming soon, so stand by. I think I know the second one I'm gonna do. I bet you guys can't guess it. All right. We're still just chilling 2860. Proof of stake. Yeah, you guys like. A Doge stake pool. I don't think we're gonna be doing a Doge stake pool. Let's if you look at the monthly candles, I thought it was interesting because we got our first red one. Our first red one since September. First red candle since September. Funny thing is, our 2-month candles, this is our 9th one in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where we just started our 9th 2-month green candle in a row. Our 9th one. So going all the way back to January of 2020. Okay? All of them are green. And you might say, well, Ben, has that happened before? That's a good question. It's a really good question. It has happened before. It happened in our double peak cycle, in fact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there was one other time we had 9 in a row. I think this was 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, and then this one over here was like 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So only one time we had 9 in a row, and that was in our double peak cycle of 2013. Yeah, it's going to be unfortunate if I miss the move to 3K, but hey, you can't win them all. I mean, if it happens like the move to 2800 did, then definitely I'm going to miss it. How do I approach family about investing in crypto? I don't. I'll tell you this right now. The hard part with getting family and friends to invest in crypto is it's best to get them to invest in the bear market, but that's the hardest time to convince them. I was able to convince one of my friends. So I had one friend that I was able to convince. The other ones I was not able to. One of my friends, I convinced him to buy crypto back in, when was it? He bought in January. I think he bought January of 2020. And then he bought again a few months later. And he's up a lot. The problem is the problem with investing in the bull in like during times like this, or it's not a problem. If someone comes to their own conclusion that they want to invest and they understand crypto and they understand that it should stand the test of time and they're going to ride the ups and downs, then I think that that's a good thing. And then you can just start whenever, right? It doesn't matter if you start at the peak of the bull market or not. As long as you just keep going, eventually you should be in the money, as long as you're putting a lot of it into Bitcoin and Ethereum and a lot of other major coins. But the problem is, and here's the problem, okay? Think about this. If you convince your friend at this point or your family at this point to buy into crypto, the problem that I foresee, and I've seen this happen many, many times in other cycles as well, is even if they put money, like let's say they go all in on Ethereum and then Ethereum goes to $4,000, like the chances that they actually take profits or manage their risk is probably pretty low. They probably just keep doubling down until eventually like it crashes and then they're going to blame you. So that's the main issue, is that it's hard for it to be a win-win situation, because like let's say they put money in Ethereum and then it goes up like 3x and you're like, all right, probably time to run for the hills. For new people, it's hard for them to understand because they just get swept away on the euphoria and they don't understand that it can go down at times. So that's the main problem with trying to convince family to buy crypto. So to answer your question, how do I convince family to buy crypto? I don't even try. And honestly, whenever they do invest in it, I'm like, I just hope that they do it during when the market's relatively calm, not when it's crazy. Yeah, but I think if people sort of come to it without you trying to convince them, then that and they just buy it and hold it for a few years, I think that's fine. But it's just if you convince people when the prices go down, there's only one person to blame, and it's you. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel again. Give the video a thumbs up. And remember, we also have the premium list at intothecryptoverse.com. Weekly reports and videos. You'll know how I'm navigating the markets. Check it out. We also have the lifetime deal ending today, in fact. Well, it's going to go out. The price on the lifetime deal is going to go out. So if you guys want to check that out, that's actually ending today. I'll put it in the chat. But we probably aren't going to stay on too much longer. I just wanted to, do a brief update, like a 30-minute update, because I'm about to head out. But it seems like Ethereum still has some life in it here. The Ethereum Bitcoin valuation on the daily time frame obviously has come down. It came down yesterday, starting to push up a little bit today. It still has a long ways to go before it's back to where it was. Am I bullish on Link? I'm always bullish on Link. What kind of question is that? I've been bullish on Link since 2018, 2017. Yellow line is what time frame? I have no idea. Oh, I guess it's the 20-day. That's the 20-day. I don't think it's relevant. That's just what it... Yeah. It's the 20-day. which is currently at 0.0435. So we're not even close to it right now. All right, well, I don't really have anything else. Let's see, where's ADA? 136? Yeah, I mean, ADA's not, I mean, it's just sort of business as usual here. Well, I think one day we'll break out, but maybe that day's coming soon, but, you know, we still have a ways to go because our highest daily close was around like 148 or something. We're currently at 136, so, you know, nothing to get out of bed for ADA. I mean, yeah, Ether's, I mean, it looks good at 28.59, but I mean, given the Ether Bitcoin valuation, it's okay. It's like, okay, I found a quarter, right? You know, Bitcoin went up 7 or 8%, so we're not going to get out of bed for Ethereum going up 3%, right? It's went up like 3%, yeah. So Bitcoin's up 7.5, Ethereum's up 3. Freaking Dogecoin 17%. All right. Well, all right, why don't we wrap it up there, guys? I don't really have anything else to say. Make sure you guys subscribe if you guys like the content. Let's see if we go to 2,900. We'll see if that happens. And we'll keep a close eye on things because obviously the market's getting relatively heated. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up. I'll see you next time. Bye.